During a fire, this kid noticed there was a big leak in the water hose that the firemen were using. So he sat on it using a plastic bag and completely stopped the leakage. This kid is a hero, like literally a hero. Guys, this video is gonna give you all types of feels. This one says, when my father was diagnosed with cancer, he had to shave his head. I did the same to support him. I loved my hair, but I love my dad more. Oh, this is adorable. What a good kid. Oh man, this makes me want to cry. You can like honestly really feel how much he loves his dad. This is so sweet. And here's all the hair. It looks a little funny on its own though. This little girl found out that her plant wasn't getting enough sunlight, so she insisted on taking it out for walks while holding it up high into the sky so that the sun can get to it faster. Guys, this is adorable. Also, somebody get her a dog. She obviously likes to take things for walks. I love her. I want to give her a hug. I don't know who you are, girl, but you're a sweetheart. Meet Sophie. She just turned 10 years old and she used all the money that she got for her birthday to buy toys, not for herself, but for animals at animal shelters. Guys, this is adorable. I love when you hear stories like this of people being selfless, you know? I find a lot of the news we hear about all like the negatives and all the bad people or bad deeds. And we rarely hear about the good things that happen because there are a lot of good people in this world too. But you know, negativity and drama sometimes brings money, so people like to focus on that. This adorable little boy rushed to the hospital with all the money he had and asked to heal a bird that he ran over. Oh, I feel bad because that's not actually how it works. How did he run over a bird? He's not old enough to drive, surely. Maybe they're talking about a bicycle. This is so sad. Look at his face. He feels so bad. Man, I told you guys, all the feels. This policeman found this frozen puppy near a river and saved it. Now, this little baby has a name and it's River. How fitting. He was a frozen doggy, but now they saved him. So cute. Oh, look at, okay, my favorite part. Look at his paws. They're all like, tee, 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 tee. Hey, sorry I waited like 40 minutes, but I need this washer. Your clothes are paid for and in dryer number 10. And he got chocolate. Chocolate. He paid for his clothes to get dried. There's some people who would have taken those clothes and throw them on the floor, but not this guy. This guy was like, I'm gonna put it in the dryer for you and then pay to get them dried so they don't get all moldy and stinky and gross. Recently, this man had fallen off the steps with his daughter who has cerebral palsy, and he was looking for a ramp so that it didn't happen again. And instead of having to pay for a ramp, a man came and installed it for free. That's really nice. Honestly, I love stories like this. It's like, yes, I hope you know what I mean. This police officer sat down and started playing with this little girl who had just been in an accident so that she could feel better and not be so traumatized from the horrible event. Car crashes are scary. And honestly, that's really nice of him. He has a job to do, but he's like, you know what? I can take some time out of my day to help this poor girl. Sometimes people forget that just because they're doing a job, that there's a human aspect that goes along with it. The way we interact with people and love them is important. These Romanian kids took the trash bag challenge without even knowing it. They were just fed up with all the garbage that the grown-ups were leaving on the streets, and they took the matters into their own hands. It's really nice when people, or kids, take the effort to make their community a better place. This girl is a volunteer who picks up dogs and drives them to their new owners. She drove this gorgeous dog 8 hours to her new home. It's like Uber, but for dogs. Honestly, how do I get this job? Somebody tell me. This is so cute. Like, you get to spend time with doggies and then get to see like them so excited to meet their new owners. Oh, I love this. This guy ran out of gas while he was on his bike in the middle of the night. And somebody stopped, took the bike, put it in their car, and helped him drive to the nearest gas station. A true hero. Not all heroes wear capes, guys. Anybody can be a hero. You don't need to have superpowers to be a hero. You could just be a normal person like me and you. These two friends turned their van into a laundry service to help wash homeless people's clothing. This is so nice and caring, and like, they didn't need to do this, but they did. It's always really important to remember people who are less fortunate than we are, because, you know, it's so easy to get caught up with like little silly problems. Like, how many of you guys have been upset about something so little? And then there's people who don't even have homes. And I'm not saying this to like, you know, bring down your problems. I'm just saying this to, you know, Be grateful for the things you do have, because some of us are a lot luckier than we realize. What is he doing? Oh, he's bringing water to the doggy. Little acts of kindness like this that really restore my faith in humanity. Oh. One of my biggest fears happened to these people. They got stuck in an elevator for hours. Like, are you guys scared of that too? Because I'm terrified. I'm always like, okay, like, am I gonna get stuck in this elevator? Never happened. Like, knock on wood. I don't even know if this desk is made out of wood, but okay. I'm not that superstitious. It's just like a weird habit passed down in my family. Anyways, back to this. They were stuck in this elevator for hours, and this kind-hearted college student became a human chair for this poor elderly lady who just couldn't stand anymore. And when you get older, you start having back problems, and you can't exactly sometimes just sit on the floor. Like, I'm just blown away. Because not all heroes wear capes. Sometimes they become chairs. I'm joking, but this is like incredible. I love this. It makes me so happy. This wonderful Egyptian girl helps a street vendor's child learn to read and write every day. This is really nice. And look how excited he is. Another thing that like we should be grateful. And you know what? I've been there too. Like, I remember sometimes I'm like, oh, I hate school. Like, I don't want to go to school. You know, whether or not somebody's like bullying you or like the classes are tough. And then there's kids who like would literally die to be able to go to school, and they don't have that luxury. So we gotta be thankful. A bunch of you guys always ask me, like, how are you so positive? How are you so happy? And what really helps me is every single day when I wake up and every single day before I go to bed, I say 3 things I'm grateful for. And I honestly think it really helps like my state of mind and my positivity. And these can be like little things that you're grateful for. Like maybe somebody held the door open for you that day, or it could be massive things like I'm so grateful to have food today. As long as I think you're like being grateful and showing gratitude for things in your life, I think this can really, really help your mental health. And I know it helps me, so I hope it can help you guys too. But obviously it doesn't work on the first day. You gotta like be consistent with it, do it for a few months, and I honestly think it can help a lot of people. On Valentine's Day, this stranger performed a well-timed deed. They made a free flower stand for all those people who awkwardly forgot to get flowers for their Valentines. How many of you guys have been there? You know, forgotten to get a gift for somebody's birthday or Valentine's Day or Christmas. I feel like Christmas is a lot harder to figure out because it's so hyped up. Birthday's like, you know, sometimes the people might not remind you and you might forget. Where was free flower person then? I work at a bar in evenings and I'm also fluent in sign language. Tonight, a deaf man sat alone in my section, so I chatted with him in sign language. The table next to him noticed, and later I found this on their table. It says, "Thank you for what you do. It absolutely matters. Good luck with finishing your degree." The tip is $100 on a $136 order. You know how much that person has to work to get $100? It's a lot more tables than that. Usually you only get tipped like 15 to 20%, and that's if people tip. Sometimes people don't think they have to tip or don't want to tip. I always tip because I used to actually be a waitress. I used to be a bartender back when I was in school because it was the only job I could do because I couldn't work during the day because I had school. And then at nighttime I would go work so I could pay for my school. It's not like this everywhere in the world, but like where I was working, I wasn't getting paid hourly. I'm not gonna say where it was because I know that's legal, but I was just getting paid tips. So things like this are like were super meaningful. That's really, really nice. And he was doing a kind act for the deaf man, and he, you know, what goes around comes around. This man was running to catch his train. He was about to miss it, and then he stopped running to help this old lady with her bags and help her down the stairs. He did end up missing his train, but he did help someone, and I'm sure he felt amazing about it. This takes some real heart. Guys, I just want to hug everybody in this video. This is so sweet. I want to hug all of you too. This man teaches his wife how to read again after she lost her memory following a stroke. Oh guys, that's so sweet. Love can do anything. This brave police officer handcuffed himself to a woman who was trying to jump. He threw away the key and literally saved her life. I love this all. I saw a mother with 2 kids in her car drive off after putting $3.12 in her tank. I don't drive, but I'm assuming that's not a lot of gas. I immediately flagged her down and told her I'd fill her tank and that it wasn't long ago that I was putting $3 in my tank to get from point A to point B. She accepted, gave me a hug, and went on to enjoy her Saturday. Blessings don't follow unless you bless others. That's so sweet and so true. I'm sure she'll never forget what he did for her, And one day when she's in a better situation, when she sees somebody else putting $3 in their tank, I'm sure she'll help them out too. Guys, this video was really emotional, but I love these videos. They just fill my heart with so much joy. And like I said, I feel like there's so many people putting so many negativity out, which is fine. Like people gotta, you know, they gotta pay their bills, and I respect that. You know, we all gotta make a living, but I just wanted to, like, you know, put some positivity out there too. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget to be nice to each other. Bye bye.